They used to ride in at night with torches in hand and ropes swinging, faces hidden under white cloths stitched with fear and hate. And we like to think that they disappeared mostly, but really just the hoods came off and the strategy stayed. They don't burn crosses anymore. They burn the system from the inside and they call it patriotism. But the intent is the same, to preserve white power at all costs. But changing the uniform doesn't change the Klan. They walk through the front door now.
32-year-old Andrea Velez was getting dropped off for work when she was taken into custody during an immigration raid. She was charged with assault after officials say she forcefully obstructed an ICE officer. Her family claims that's not the case. The arrest coming days after masked agents violently detained landscaper Narciso Barranco. His son says his father is undocumented but has no criminal history. Authorities say Narciso swung a weed whacker and resisted arrest, but the video shows no apparent assault on officers.
Please, I don't have any choice.
No quiero.
I don't have any choice.
No, mommy.
No.
If you can hear children's piercing cries as ICE rips them from their mothers and still sleep at night, you're not confused or concerned. You are cruel. History will come for you. Justice will come for you. And when it does, I hope there's no refuge, no redemption, no rewriting of who you were when it mattered.
I don't care if you're a Republican, MAGA, Democrat, independent, whatever. Don't matter. Right now, in Florida, there are cages full of immigrants. Most of them are innocent immigrants, meaning that they haven't committed any felonies or any gang-related stuff or anything like that. It's complete hatred. And I don't understand it. Like, what has happened to this country? Why are you so concerned? Is it a burden on your life? What are they doing to you? Why are you so up in arms about it? And before you say, well, they're a burden to the economy. No, they're not. Them being here is highly beneficial. They pay taxes. Don't say they're taking our jobs, because they're not. What they're doing is they're coming in here and they're doing the jobs that we won't do for the price that pays to do those jobs. And that feeds right back into the economy. Plain and simple. And don't say, well, they're violent. They're violent right now because ICE is kidnapping their friends and family. Period. Masked men are kidnapping immigrants. Point blank. I would be up in arms also, as would you, I would hope. And before you say, well, they broke the law and they're here illegally. You've never broken the law? Never? Never once? Nothing? You've never broken any law? What's the difference between the laws you've broken and the laws they're breaking? Nothing.
Your kids deserve good schools. You deserve clean air, safe jobs, and a future worth believing in. But so do the people that you have been told to hate. You have been lied to. And I think deep down, you might already feel it. You have been told a story over and over again. A story where you're the forgotten American, the underdog, the real patriot. A story where all of your pain, economic pain, cultural alienation, fear for the future, has a villain. And that villain is always someone weaker than you. They told you to blame immigrants, poor people, queer kids, teachers, public health workers, librarians, refugees. And they gave you a man who promised to punish them loudly, publicly, cruelly. And maybe at first it felt like strength, like finally someone was standing up for you. But now you're watching a country more divided than ever. Your neighbors struggling, your town losing its only hospital, your kids still drowning in student loans, the rich getting richer while the rest of us are told to fight over crumbs. And maybe you've started to wonder, what exactly did you get out of it? Because here's the hard truth. When you vote for someone whose only skill is hurting other people, eventually that cruelty comes for you too. You voted for a man who said he would drain the swamp, but he stocked it with billionaires and lobbyists. He said he'd build the economy, but he passed a tax cut that helped the ultra-rich and left you behind. He promised to protect American jobs while his companies outsourced labor and sold out working families. You were promised strength, But what you got was vengeance. And vengeance doesn't heal. It doesn't rebuild. It doesn't feed your family or pay your bills or keep your children safe. It just leaves wreckage. This isn't about guilt trips. It's about truth. And the truth is, there is a better way. You don't have to keep carrying water for people who use your pain as a prop. You don't have to be part of a movement built on cruelty and lies. You can care about your family, your community, your country, and do it without punching down. I'm not asking you to agree with me on everything. I am just asking you to start asking better questions. Who really benefits from your vote? Who's getting richer while we fight each other? And what kind of country do you actually want to leave behind? It is never too late to change direction, but it starts with telling the truth about where we have been and with refusing to keep walking the road of cruelty moving forward.
And they walk through the front door now. They use the same road, but just a longer drop. They don't burn crosses anymore. They burn the system from the inside, and they call it patriotism.